Assalamu alaikum. All praise is due to Allah, and may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon the noble messenger, Muhammad, and on all his companions. The following advices are being issued with respect to Lockdown 5. In places where the lockdown is applicable as before, hold fast to the advices issued earlier. As for those places where permission has been granted to offer prayers in masjids, for them are the following advices. Though we are seeing gradual relaxations in the lockdown, the pandemic continues to remain strong. Therefore, continue to turn back to Allah and repent and seek His forgiveness and take precautions like before. The Jummah and the congregational prayers are obligatory to the extent of one's ability. So, in the light of the new directives released by the government, let us strive towards visiting and populating the masjids by establishing the congregational and the Jummah prayers. Until the situation returns to normalcy, keep the facilities of wudu and washrooms in the masjids closed. Do not keep towels or similar things in the masjid which are used in common. If possible, remove the carpets and the mats. Clean the masjids every day and sanitize them if the means are available. Personal needs such as nature's call and wudu should be completed at home. Come to the masjid in a state of wudu. Wear a face mask. While going to and leaving the masjid, desist from crowding. Maintain physical distance while entering and exiting. Aged people, young children, and people with comorbidities should continue to offer the daily obligatory prayers and Jummah prayers at home along with the household members. Women too should continue to offer the daily obligatory and Jummah prayers at home itself. On the day of Jummah, those praying at home shall offer Zohar prayer instead of Jummah prayer. Those suffering from cold, running nose, cough or fever should stay away from the masjid. If permission to offer congregational prayers in the masjid is being granted in any district, with the condition of maintaining physical distance, then observe a 1 meter distance between every two persons while forming the rows of prayer. The straightening of rows in the congregational prayer and to stand close together is from the requirements of the prayer. However, in compulsive circumstances, if a requirement cannot be fulfilled, such as standing close together in a row, then the prayer itself does not become invalid. It is better to bear with this shortcoming than losing out on visiting the masjids and offering congregational prayers in them. Allah said in the Quran, "So keep your duty to Allah and fear Him as much as you can." If due to the increased distance in the rows, the space in the masjid gets constricted, it is permitted to hold more than one congregation if required, for the daily prayers, or for the Jummah khutbah and prayer. Imams should keep the Jummah khutbah and prayer concise. Come to the masjid just before the time of congregation and leave soon after the prayer is completed. Know that offering sunnah prayers at home is more virtuous. By violating physical distance norms in the masjid, or in its surroundings, or by going against the directives issued with respect to praying in the masjids, one should not expose himself to the harms of the pandemic, nor become a reason for the defamation of the community. Hence, do not gather inside or outside the masjids, nor stand talking to one another. In the masjid, before or after prayers, avoid the show of affection for the imam or the muazzin by shaking hands with them. If distance is being observed during the prayer itself as a precautionary measure, how can shaking hands before or after prayer be justified? Enjoin the good and forbid evil in the society, so that we escape Allah's reckoning. In times of distress or a pandemic, increase in charity and take care of the ones in need. Continue to plead before Allah to safeguard the world against the evil effects of the pandemic. May Allah protect everyone and help us in observing our religious and worldly obligations. Ameen.